Hi there. I know some of us might be getting a little bit of cabin fever, so I wanted to introduce you to something that I thought might be cool to share with your kids. If you don't know, I started teaching computer science this year, and I have found some cool apps that I think kids like. The first one is Hopscotch, and what I'd like to do is build a lesson for your kids to do, and maybe teach them something while we are on this break. So one thing you'd have to do is get the app. So the app, this is what it looks like right here. It is a free trial for a week and then $7.99 a month if you want to try it for a month. And just to let you know, it's a coding app using block coding. And also what I like about it is you can do family sharing. So if you buy it for one person in the family, you can share it with up to 6 people. Time to set up your account in Hopscotch and you're ready to learn. So the first thing we're going to do is a project called Crossy Roads, where you try to get an object to cross the road without getting run over by a car. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit the create button. And this brings up a blank template for us to begin. So the first thing we need to do is add a hero or an object to our project. So you're going to use a plus sign to add. We usually go to text and we add something in text so that we can access the emoji keyboard. So you just want to hit that. And then you want to change your screen to the emoji board. So I'm just going to go down here. And here are all your options. You can pick whichever you like. The original Crossy Roads was a chicken trying to cross the road. But you can be creative and pick whatever you'd like. I think I'm going to go with a crab. And you hit the green check. After you have selected your hero, you're going to want to name it so that when you're writing code, you can select hero as the person who's crossing the street. So when you do that, you want to add text right here. So you're going to hit the word text. Sometimes that can be a little glitchy, the kids tell me. So you might have to move your hero around on the board a little bit before the text box allows you to edit. And I'm going to call this hero. If you name yours the same thing I'm naming mine, it makes it a little bit easier when we're writing the code. So I click the green check right here once I'm done adding my text, and now I have a hero. You can move your hero around on the board by just touching it and dragging it. There we go. That is the first phase of the project. The project is we want to add control buttons, up, right, and left, to control our hero when he crosses the street. So again, we're going to hit the plus sign, which is right here. We're going to go to text, should already be there from our last one. And we need to go to the emoji keyboard, and we're going to pick arrows. So we need up, right, and left. We don't need down. So only those 3. So I go to emoji keyboard, and I scroll through, and I'm looking for arrows. So there's some choices. You could use these ones here or these. I'm going to stick with the originals. So there's my one that's going to the left, and then you just green check it. I'm going to move it down here so that when I'm ready to have my controls are all going to be in one place. I'm going to add my text. Delete, left, check, add, come back to my plus sign, add another text, emoji keyboard down here. I'm going to choose up as my next, green check, move it down, click. So remember when I said it sometimes can get glitchy? When the 2 icons get close, sometimes the text boxes get too close. So you might need to move it around, then add your text. Up, check, then move it back. Okay, I got one more to add, plus sign, text. I've done left. I've done up. I need to do right. There it is. Green check. Text. Let's see here. Let's tap it. Text. Whoops. Move it a little bit. Text. There we go. This one is right. Move it down where I want it. So these are going to be my controls right here. Sorry about that. These are going to be my controls right here to get my crab to cross the street. Coding starts. We're going to code our hero to move forward. So we are going to tap on our hero. Mine's a crab. Yours could be something else. And then you see the text we have, hero, we named it. We're going to go to add code. So we're going to add the code to the hero. So you can see it's a blue box and it's saying this is the code for the hero. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add a new rule. That's our block of code. So we're going to use when is tapped. That's a cranberry block and it's right here. So when is tapped, except for we don't want to say when my iPad is tapped. We want to say when one of our commands is tapped. So here are our options. I'm going to start with when up is tapped. You hit up. Then you're going to add a new action. So we're going to go to, since it's up, it's going to be a change by Y. And this is why I love coding, because there's so much math. A change in Y is going to be a vertical change because that's the Y axis. So you want to change in Y by 50. So make sure you're at change in Y, because change in X is also an option, but we want to be in change in Y because Y and up go together, and we put in a 50 there. Then you'll see over here, you can check done. Perfect. Know that you can always test out your game by hitting the play button and then go back into edit mode. So we're going to continue to add blocks of code onto the hero. The next block of code is going to be similar. We're going to go, if you tap outside of the cranberry box, you can get another chunk of code ready. So I'm going to put when is tapped again. And I'm going to tap on my iPad because I don't want to tap on my iPad. I want to tap one of my control keys. And we'll say when right is tapped. So I'm going to pick right. So when right is tapped, we want to change X by 50. So that's an orange block. So this is going to be a horizontal change. So that's why we're putting in the X value, 50. And then again, done. All right, we got one more block of code to write. And it's again going to be when is tapped because we need one more control to be tapped. So we're going to come back down here to the cranberry block when is tapped. And we're going to select left. Oops, where's my left? There it is. Left. When left is tapped, it's going to be a change on X again because it's going to be a horizontal change. So you're going to put change X. But since we're going to be going to the left, it's going to be a negative 50. And then hit done. All right, so let's check out my code. I'm going to go to play. This is what my screen looks like right now because I'm not in edit mode. And I'm going to see if these buttons work. Hey, look at my Krabby. He's moving. Nice. In edit mode. And what I want to do is I want to add a car to be crossing the street to try to hit my crab. So I'm going to do what I did before. Hit the plus sign. Then I'm going to go down to the emoji keyboard. And I'm going to pick a car from somewhere in here. I'm going to pick this little, let's see here. I like this blue car right here. So I'm going to pick that. I'm going to hit the green check. And then I'm going to add some text to it. Now remember, sometimes when you hit things, the code box comes up. So I have to be careful where I put my finger to add the text. There we go. So my text is going to be car 1, because I'm going to have a couple of cars. And then I'm going to green check it. So now I have the car emoji on my project. And my next thing is going to be when the game starts, I want the car to keep driving back and forth on the screen. So what I'm going to do is add the code for that. So you can see I have a cranberry block that says the when game starts. I'm going to hit that. And then I'm going to put in a repeat, which is a control flow down here in the blue. And I want to repeat this forever. I'm going to put that inside this one because I want them just going back and forth on the screen until the game's over. I'm going to put repeat forever. Goes in there. And then inside, I'm going to add another block inside the repeat forever. I want my guy to have a movement. My car needs to move. So I'm going to go down here to these orange blocks, movement. And I want my car to move forward. And I'm going to put -900 to keep him going across the screen. And then when he hits the other side of the screen, I want him to turn around and come back. So let me hit done on there. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to be adding another code in here. And I'm going to add the flip code. There we go. So that's my code on my first car. And the code on your other cards is going to be the same. All right, so let's see how that looks. I'm going to get out of my blocks by clicking the X up there. I have my code on there. I'm going to go over to play and see what my car looks like. Oh, there you go. It's flip, flip. Perfect. The car to my project. Go back to my plus sign. Go back to text. Let's see here. Emoji keyboard. Let's see here. Maybe I should put a boat in since this guy's a crab. All right, so here's my boat. Green check. I'm still going to call it car 2. Move it around so I can get the text in there. Darn. Okay, there we go. Car 2. Got it. Green check. Now I can move it around to here. And now I'm going to add the code. It's going to be the same code as I did last time on my other car. So it's going to be when game starts, because that's when I want the code to begin to run. I'm going to do a flow, and I want it to repeat forever. I want my car to keep going back and forth. Then I'm going to, again, movement, which is the orange block down here at the bottom. And I want it to move forward. I'm going to say, let's see here, move forward, -900. And you can play around with this. If you only want your car to go halfway across the screen, that's up to you. Done. I'm going to add another code for flip. So it turns around when it hits the other side, flip. But this time I'm going to add some variation. I'm going to add a new code, set speed. This will give me some randomness in the speed of the car. So I want to go to random, which is over here. It's a purple block. And I'm going to say, I'm going to go random. I'll say 200 to 600. And you can play around with this to how you want it. And then once I have my blocks written, I'm back to done. Click outside of your code. There we go. And now I'm just going to hit play and see what my boat looks like. Ooh, yeah, it's looking good. Oh, random. Perfect. Go back to edit up top when you are ready to edit your project. So now you can add more cars if you'd like to make your project more difficult to play. But the next step that we're going to do is add a disappearing to the hero. So remember, our hero is the thing that's trying to cross the road. So I'm going to tap on my crab, and I'm going to see my code, and I'm going to add a new rule. And my new rule is when the hero bumps the car, so when the hero, I'm going to choose hero, bumps, and I'm going to pick car 1, I want the hero to go invisible. So I'm going to set invisibility to 100%. Then I'm just going to check done. And I'm going to do the same thing for car 2. So when hero bumps car 2, when bumps, and I'm going to choose hero, and I'm going to choose car 2. I want to set invisibility, that's down here, to 100%. That's going to make the hero disappear if it gets hit by the car. Check done. Tap the screen and your code is set on your hero. Let's see if it works. There he goes. Add a target object at the other side of the screen for your hero to get to. So I'm going to again hit the plus sign and we're going to choose text and emoji keyboard. My target object is going to be, let's see here, maybe, how about this beach? Pick that. All right. So I'm going to move my target object up here, and then I need to add text to it. Let's see if I can do that. That didn't work. Text. Okay, there's my text. Whew, that took a lot of tries. I'm going to call this target object. Green check. I'm going to move it to where I want it at the other side of the screen, and then I'm going to add some code to it. So I'm going to hit my code and I'm going to say when my hero bumps the target object, I want to set some text. So I'm going to choose this green box, set text to, and I'm going to add some text in there. You win! Exclamation point. Let's see here. There we go. And I'll change the color to random. All right, so let's see if this works. I'm going to go to play. I'm going to use my controls over here to try to get my crab across to the sand. Let's see here. Oh, there he goes. Ah! If I want to refresh and try again, I just use this button up here, refresh. Ah! One more time. Come on, go, buddy. Okay, scoot over. Yeah, you win. All right. You can get your friends to play with you. You can share this with your family. I hope you enjoyed this project.